your argument on it taking a while for it to go back to recovering from this, is it based on the fear people now have that's going to take a while to recover from still the concerns of being around too much traffic, where we're not going to go back in the habit of going to sporting events, games? Are you saying the habits and the fears of people is going to take us to go back to business as usual? Are you saying more the financial decisions we're making right now of these businesses going out of business going to take us to recover? Which part are you kind of saying? Is there more mindset or is there more business?
Well, you've described waves 1 and waves 2. There's going to be an initial reticence and fear among people in terms of being in densely populated events, whatever they may be. So that's your initial fear factor. But what I'm speaking of is what comes behind this, is a realization on the part of your average working American that they need to save more in the future. That they will never again wake up and say, why am I feeding my family ramen? Why didn't I set money aside in my last life?
Is that a good thing?
Oh, I think it's eventually going to be a great thing, but it is going to mean that that the coming recession, the recession that we already know that we're in, is going to be more protracted and drawn out than what many are right now assuming as a base case.
This could almost be like a filtering process to take us back to the habits that work. You know, are you saying almost to, you know how you talk to the generation that came from the Depression? They're always a little bit paranoid. They're always a little bit more worried.
That's right.
You know, they are always a little bit more like cautious. You know, when you talk to people older, they're always a little bit more paranoid because they've experienced a lot more things. Are you saying that this generation may pick up a little bit of the habit and a mindset of the Great Depression generation of being more paranoid than before? Because if that's the case, I actually don't think that's a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing,
Yeah.
and I think that it's long overdue in this country, but it's going to change the way the economy operates on a fundamental level. You're going to perceive, if you right now are stretching your dollar to fill up your grocery cart, when this is all said and done, even if your income goes back to what it was before, you might not be saying, I want the high rise at Disney and the full package for the family. You might get in the car and drive somewhere and go camping. If you're at the store, you might not say, you know what, I'm going to buy that lovely pork tenderloin. You might buy the pork chops. You might be more frugal in the way you approach everyday purchases because you were forced into being frugal because of this, because you were forced to overnight make a budget and live within it.